Roy, and again, you came in and said y'all had your best month ever. That's got to be a good feeling.
It is. We're just we're blessed. We just keep growing, and that's thankful to all the people out there that combine shop and watch us on this show. And you know, our goal is to make America healthy, one person at a time. And if you're out there and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're going to the doctor and you just keep getting more medication, and generally the second medication is to treat the symptoms, the first medication, the third medication is to treat the symptoms from the second one. It's a vicious cycle. If you're tired of that, then let me challenge you to come to right here in Herbs and More in Athens, or NHC Herb Shop in Killen. Of course, you can get all of NHC products. Gloria's Good Health, Foods for Life in Huntsville, Vitamin Shop in Ardmore. Now Moulton's got the Vitamin Shack, and they carry our full line of products, so we've got the whole thing going on. I'm going to challenge all of you to run by any of those places and tell them you want your free copy of the MSM Plus C and Healing CD. It's a very important CD. Let me give you all a little idea.
Who's on it?
Only, I'm the only one on there. But one of the things that I like to tell people is why I'm so much into nutrition. When I was a teenager, I had acne really bad, and it was that kind that leaves you scarred. So my mom and dad did what they said, what they thought they should do. They took me to a dermatologist, and I'd go every month. And he'd literally lay me on a table, find the bad spots. He'd take these lead plates, about that big around, with holes in them of different sizes, and he would, like that, only wasn't that big, the plates weren't, but he'd then shoot radiation into it. That's how they treated it. And for 3 years, I went to this doctor once a month, and finally I looked at him and says, "Doc, you may be keeping me from scarring as bad, but I still got acne. Is there something else I can do?" Listen very carefully to what he said. He said, "Roy, get your parents to buy you a really high-quality vitamin E, take 800 to 1,200 IUs a day." He says, "and stop your soft drinks." Y'all, in 3 months, my acne disappeared, and all I could think was, why didn't he tell me that the first day I walked in the door?
And you would have skipped out on 3 years worth of business.
It's money. That's exactly right. Folks, they haven't cured a single disease in 60 years. They don't plan on curing any more disease in America. They love treating the symptoms because it makes a lot of money. And of course, we don't prevent, cure, or diagnose, or treat disease at all. We simply treat the human body and help it to heal itself. And the most important component of that begins with MSM Plus C. So go by any of those locations, get your free copy of this. After you've listened to it all you're going to, and listen, it's one of those CDs you'll listen to 3 or 4 or 5 times, then hand it to somebody else and keep the word going. But MSM is absolutely incredible. The lotion itself is the best full body lotion you're ever going to use. There's no chemicals in it at all. You can be guaranteed that it's going to make you feel better and look healthy.
I got a question for you. I was going through some old video and ran across some video. In the 14 years that I've known you, seeing this video, you had a lot more, I guess, dimples or marks, scars on your face. What have you done in this 14 years to clear your face up?
Took a lot of vitamin E. But also MSM. When I discovered MSM and realized that it literally replaces scar tissue with normal tissue, that's when we started making the lotion and rubbing it in. Women with stretch marks, varicose veins, spider veins, you rub that stuff in twice a day. You know, varicose veins and spider veins are nothing but the veins and arteries losing their elasticity, and they blow up.
Well, now I've got those too.
We start putting it on your legs.
Can I put that on my legs?
Absolutely. You know, put it on the bottom of your feet too before you go to the pool. You know.
Yeah, I know how that works.
I won't ever forget that story. Yeah, it blistered your feet. You know.
Oh yeah, I done got lathered up real good. It's hot out by a pool, especially with lotion on the bottom of your feet. How'd that go, Frank?
As white as you.
Not too good. I never said I was that smart, but I mean, I've been using that big pump Gwen gave me. Well, I'm about out. So now I've had to take the pump out, turn it upside down to get stuff out. And it works good in your hair too now.
It does. It's a marvelous thing. And then taking it internally, holy smoke, those of you with emphysema, you know what that is?
Not the lotion.
No, take the MSM capsules.
I'm trying to say, that's something I didn't know about. Don't swallowed it.
But when they smoke, it burns those sacs inside the lungs, and they get leathery. So then when you take a deep breath, that span, they actually crack, and that's full-blown emphysema. We've got people that was on, you know, the atomizers, the breathing machines, off of it in as little as 3 months, walking, doing exercise again. Diabetics, holy smoke, you talk about needing MSM plus C. A lot of it is nothing but the fact that your insulin resistance, your cells are so leathery that the insulin, which is a hormone, can't get in there to trigger the mechanism to lower your blood sugar. Start taking MSM plus C. And you know what is crazy about this supplement is high dose as it is, which can be up to 7,000 milligrams a day, has the same toxicity levels. Water, cannot harm yourself with it. But you know what? It'll change your life. In about 3 to 4 weeks, your energy levels back where it was when you was 10 to 15 years younger. Your joints don't hurt. Your acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn's probably gone. No more Rolaids, Tums, Prilosec, or Prevacid. It can literally change your life in just a short period.
Why ain't everybody taking it?
I don't know, because it's under $1 a day. You know, most supplements are $40 or $50 a month now. You can be on the MSM plus C for $47. That's a 2-month supply.
Hey,
so
don't forget, we go down to Herbs and More right down the road here next to Champion Chevrolet. 10% off every Wednesday. Seth, people still coming in on Wednesday mentioning anything about this program?
Yes, sir.
10% off on Wednesday. Now, can people get into have a one-on-one with you or Seth, or is it they made to make appointments?
Well, it'd be best for me, especially you call. Seth's there most Mondays through Saturdays. Well, he's off on Thursdays now, so, but, you know, if you can see Seth about any time. If you want an appointment with me, it's 800-745-4408.
Yeah, we'll flip that 800 number. We're always talking a little bit about prescription drugs, the thing we were talking about. Prescription drugs now, Oxycontin, codeine, all that stuff is taking over killing young people. And we're well aware of that with a 21-year-old. But 800-745, that's why you get Roy. It's the number one cause of death now. Over
kills more
car,
than cars.
automobile deaths.
Absolutely. Well, the problem is, you know, a lot of people think because it's prescription, it's safe. Listen, that's probably the biggest misconception in history. Prescription drugs, the definition of prescription is permission to poison. You got to remember that. If it weren't toxic, you would not need a prescription. So remember that. Now, here's the crazy thing. All drugs have to pass an LD50 rating. You know what that stands for? Lethal dose 50. How do they come up with that? They test the drug on an animal group at ever increasing doses until half the animal group falls over dead from overdose. And that's how they determine how much to give a human. Here's the big kicker. They only test the animal group on one drug at a time. How many do you take? Had a man come to me the other day taking 9 medications. They haven't tested an animal group to see what the toxicity level is on 9 medications. Come on, folks. Give your body the opportunity to heal itself. That's all we ask. Give your body the opportunity.
I remember before my dad passed away back in on Christmas night, his medicine cabinet looked like a pharmacy.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
I'm thinking, is this really necessary?
Listen, when my mom died, they actually asked us to go through the medicine cabinet and get all the medicines and bring them back in. And we says, why? They says, kids will break in and steal them.
The hospice, first thing they did when they came that night my dad passed away.
Flush all them.
Took all the medications. They were like cabinets full of them and flushed every one of them.
Yeah. I mean, that,
well, Mom's worried about my kids going through the house. I mean, that's what the problem was. All right, Roy, don't get 10% off each and every Wednesday. Herbs and More. So how come y'all had such a good month? Seth doing his job?
Because of those people watching this show. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all very much. We'll take a break. Come right back in just a moment. There he is right there. Muscled up, ready to go. We'll take a break on this Wednesday morning. Y'all hang on.